Greetings. I am Meredith Evans, daughter, mother, activist, librarian, archivist, manager of cultural institutions, the 74th president of the Society of American Archivists, and currently the director of the Carter Presidential Library and Museum. I always say that I'm over-degreed, but when I really think about it, my degree from SILS is particularly valuable, serving as a final stepping stone in my educational life. When I look back over the past decade, navigating a challenging job market, while burdened with student loan debt, facing racial injustice, and then the pandemic, it is clear to me that my time matriculating through school helped me navigate it all. A degree is more than a means to an end, a piece of paper, access to a job, a paycheck. I believe that our work, our shared work in information, libraries, archives, and cultural heritage work generally is a social responsibility. Not all of us entered this profession knowing what they wanted to do, but I did. I came to SILS to start a second career, knowing that this profession would have a different impact on those around me, and it would return me to my initial love of history. When I began my doctoral journey at SILS, I represented more than my family and community, but also historically Black colleges, where most of my seasoned librarian supporters and idols came from. Yes, I had librarian idols. I hope you do too. While I enjoyed being a practitioner, I knew I wanted to teach and help expand the profession and include more people, different people, by any means necessary. I only knew of 2 Black women who had achieved PhDs from SILS before me. May Rodney led the way in 1986. Irene Owens came next 9 years later in 1995. It would be another 11 years before I finished in 2006. I am glad to know I was not the last. I knew the path that they paved had to be maintained. I believed then, and I do now, that this profession draws people in, people with different backgrounds, perspectives, and origins that accurately represent the dynamic society in which we live. This profession is a social responsibility. So as you celebrate this huge accomplishment, I ask you to contemplate your next steps thoughtfully and with intention. While we often reconcile things through our own worldview, it is worthwhile to step outside of our comfort zones to learn more about other people and things that we may not understand or encounter daily. How else will we learn and understand the origins of the disparities between and within our communities if we don't remain open? How do we improve our practice and develop equitable procedures? How else do we make a positive impact on society if we don't join hands and work to create and make accessible collections that liberate the range of voices that have been denied, silenced, or ignored? You can and should confront and strive to correct the skewed systems and conditions in which we live, work, and play, until those who have been silenced or hidden receive the respect and inherent dignity we all rightly deserve. It is a social responsibility. You have now been charged to collect, to organize, to describe, to provide access to materials in all formats, to steward things that inform people's decision-making. You are the ones that will objectively authenticate what is collected, preserved, and made accessible to people. In the words of Neil Tyson deGrasse, yeah, the science guy, our work turns data into information, information into knowledge, knowledge into wisdom. Whatever part of the process you take in it still comes with social responsibility. I hope that's why you chose this profession. I hope that's why you chose SILS. I hope you know that all of your fellow alumni know this and have your back. It's an honor to stand beside you, and I know you'll do great things.